be showing you the basics of how to use PowerPoint for your presentation. Okay, so without wasting time, I will be going to my PowerPoint application, which you can locate on your desktop if you can see it, or using your search bar to type PowerPoint. So I already have it open here, so I'm just going to click on it to open. And once I open it, you can see some already made slides here, which you can use and edit to suit you. But then I'll be using a blank presentation to create my slide, right? So I just opened the blank presentation. This, you can type whatsoever you want. You can see um, the the title and also the subtitle, but then you can decide to delete anyone you want, just in case you don't want to make use of this. You can decide to delete. So all you need to do to delete is first click on the particular one you want to delete, and then click press delete on your keyboard. Okay, so before we go to typing and formatting, up here you can also see your menu bar. Okay, so here you can see the various things we have here. Design, just in case you want to add some already made designs, you can still come here, just in case you miss it at the first time of opening your PowerPoint. Then here you can see transition, where you can decide to add transition to your text or your slide. You can see animation, you can see slideshow if you want to add them, and then review, and lastly we have view here. Okay, so now going back to home, we are going to type and also edit our slide. And just in case you want to add a new slide to your presentation, all you need to do is come here to where you have new slide, and then add a particular style you want. You can see the style here, you can see it's the current style we have here. And then you have title and content, you have section header, and then here you have the blank. So just in case you want to add a blank slide, you can click on blank to add one. If you come here, you can decide to add something like this. So you see, with that you can actually type and edit to what you want. So going back to our first slide, we can see now that it's empty. Just in case we want to, we can type what we want. Okay, so let's say this is what we want to type on our slide. You can decide to delete this, remember. So with this, let's edit this. Okay, so you can decide to edit this. You can decide to add shapes to your slide. Remember, first of all, you can decide to edit this to using your formatting bar. So you have the text here, you have the font, so you can decide to change the font if you want. You can decide to increase or decrease your font size. Okay, so you can decide to do that, and you can use this to also increase and decrease your font size. You have the bold, we have the italic, the underline, just in case you want to, and you have the text shadow, just in case you want to add shadow to your text. You can see it now. Okay, so you have other things here which you can try out. You have the text color. You can decide to add color to your text if you want. So that's it. You have the align, you can decide to align it. You have the bullet point, just in case you want to add a bullet point to your work. Okay, so and other, so that you can actually take advantage of. Then here you have the shape outline, just in case you added the shape and you want to increase the weight and dash and make it dashes instead of one straight line. But then I am not there's no shape here yet, so I'm just going to leave that for now. And here you can see find, replace, and select. With this you can actually find a word on your presentation. You can actually find a word you're looking for. So let's say we're looking for "and," we can find. Okay, so you can see it's highlighting "and" here. Just in case you have multiple words here, you can actually look for the particular one you're searching for. So the next one we have here is replace. Um you can actually replace a word. So you can replace this "and" to "or" if you want. For instance, sorry, okay, we have "and" here. We are finding and we are replacing with "or." So just in case we want to replace, we'll come here and replace. You can replace um one after the other, or you can replace "or" just in case you have more than one of this word on your document. So I'm just going to replace one. So you can see our "and" here have been changed to "or." Okay, so I'm just going to Ctrl C to bring that back. Okay, so you can see select, just in case you want to select an object. Okay, you can use that. All right, so that's all for formatting. You should know for now. So the next thing we have here is the insert. So you can decide to insert tables if you want. So with this you can insert a table. Come here and then click on insert table to insert a table. So here you can specify the number of columns and number of rows you want to add to your presentation. So with this I can add a table to my presentation. So you can see I've successfully added one. So with this you can drag to increase or reduce if you want. Okay, so just in case you want to add a table, you can also do that for yourself. Okay, so that's all for that. So with this you can also edit your table just in case. So you can also change the color shade, the borders if you want to add borders to your table. So you can do that here. So there are other effects, so you can come to try that out if you want. Okay, so that's all for tables. Going back to here, you can see a new slide which we already talked about. So we have pictures. In case you want to add pictures to your presentation, you can come here to do that for yourself. You want to add pictures online, you can come here to screenshot photo album. Okay, so here we have shapes. With this you can add shapes to your presentation. Okay, so just in case I want this, I can just tap on it and then, sorry, let me go back. And then once I tap on a particular shape I want, I can decide to drag to draw. Remember, you can design your slide to whatever you want. Okay, so with this is my shape I just created. So I can decide to format this shape to whatever I want if I want to. So with this I can add another color. I can also add a gradient if I want. I can also add a texture if I want to. Okay, so just in case you want to. Okay, so I think this is better. So just in case you want to, and here you can decide to duplicate this. Remember, duplicate is Ctrl D. So if I duplicate this, I can resize to what I want, and then up here you can see rotate. With this I can rotate my shape to whichever direction I want it to be. So with this I can actually rotate to what I want. Okay, if I want to. So that's for how to rotate. So you can decide to pick another shape If you want to, you can decide to pick another one. So remember, after picking you have to draw. Okay, after picking you have to draw. So here you can also rotate your shape. Okay, and just rotate it if you want, to, so to what you want. Okay, let's say rotate into this. Okay, remember you can change it to what you want. Either you use shape effect or um sorry, or shape fill to fill it to what you want. Okay, so the idea is to design your slide to what you want depending on what you're looking for. So let me check if we have any other thing you need to know about insert. So here you have text box, just in case you want to use a text box to write or type anything, you can use that. Okay, so that's text box for you. And then here we have the header and footer, just in case you want to add a header and footer to your presentation. And here we have the word art. With word art you can see fancy shapes, fancy letters you can use for your presentation. Okay, so that's for word art. I'm deleting that now. I think that's all you should know for insert. Remember, we are looking at the basics of PowerPoint presentation. Then here designs, you can decide to pick other designs. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So let's pick something. Okay, so you can see all the design. You can go online and search for PowerPoint design just in case you're looking for ideas. So this is also a design. You can decide to use this too if you want to. Okay, you can decide to use this. Okay, remember that is appearing to all slides. You can see our first one is affected to the last one. So just in case you don't want this to happen, Control C, just in case you don't want this to happen, you can select the particular slide you want to apply this particular effect or template. So once you select the slide, all you need to do is go to the design and then left click on your mouse, then select on apply to selected slide. Okay, so once you do apply to all slide, you have it applied to all your slide from the beginning to the last one. So I'm just going to click on apply to selected slide. So you can see this particular effect is only applied to this particular slide that was selected. Okay, I can do that to this one too. Okay, so depending on what you want. So that's how to edit your slide. So just in case you want to add a text to your slide, you can come to where you have insert and go to text box, draw your text box, and with this you can type whatever you want to type and use your formatting tools to edit your document or your slide. Okay, so for transitions, you can decide to add a transition to this slide. For instance, cut, fade. So you can decide to add transitions. Okay, so going to animations, you can also add animations um, to your slide. Okay, so slideshow, you can also make slideshows with your presentation. You can set up a slideshow here depending on what you want. Okay, so you can set it up if you want to. Okay, that's all you should know about the basics of PowerPoint, remember you can come to file and then go to save as to save your document if you are saving for the first time. Okay, so